Now today we are going to solve another pattern where we see this pattern. So now we are going to solve this pattern. So as we know that whenever we want to print any pattern, so first of all we need to find the relation between them. Clear? Now I thought you are confusing about this, what type of relation. So you can understand it this way. If you want to print any pattern, then definitely you need to use outer loop and inner loop, because whenever we want to print any pattern, then pattern loop always want nested loops like inner loop and outer loop. So if we are going to use inner loop and outer loop just for printing patterns, then it is very important to find the relation between any logical relation between inner loop and outer loop. So you all are getting my point through this way. So see class, 9 7 5 3 1 9 7 5 3 9 7 5 9 7 9. So now we are going to print this pattern, but just before printing, we need to find that what is the relation between both. Both means inner loop and outer loop. So now if you are talking about inner loop and outer loop, so whenever we print pattern, then we all know that pattern is a combination of rows and columns. Clear? We can see that this one is columns and this one is rows. So we can say that patterns are always a collaboration or intersection of rows and columns, and where we need to print any value as a particular block. So if we are using loop, nested loop, then there is a outer loop and inner loop. So there is some specific works of these loops. Like if we want to print a pattern, then definitely 1 2 3 5 7 10 12 15, there are some rows are there. See, 1 2 3 4 5. So in this pattern there are 5 rows. Maybe there is some 7 rows, 8 rows, 10 rows, 12 rows. Maybe X number of rows are also there. So always your outer loop depend on, or outer loop print your number of rows. Clear? If you want to print a pattern, then pattern rows are printed through outer loop. Clear? Students, be careful. You all need to understand what I am saying, because it is very important, and loops, nested loops are very important topic in your book. Because if you are not able to know, or if you are not able to print these patterns, then you definitely don't know how we use arrays, which is very vast topic. So be careful and try to understand this one, what I am saying. So now if we want to print this pattern, so we also need to understand how many rows are there. 5 rows are there. It means our outer loop runs 5 number of times. It does not matter what values are there or how we run it 5 times, but it is very important to run outer loop 5 number of times, because when outer loop run 5 number of times, then it print 5 rows. Clear? So now the outer loop print rows like I equal to 1, I equal to 2, I equal to 3, I equal to 4, I equal to 5. So now because of this one, we can print our we can run our outer loop 5 number of times. Now in inner loop, when outer loop runs first time, clear? When outer loop runs first time, then inner loop print 5 values, 9 7 5 3 1, because outer loop responsible for number of rows, so inner loop responsible for printing the value. Clear? So in inner loop it prints from 9 to 1. In second outer loop, inner loop print from 9 to 3, 9 to 5, 9 to 7 and 9 to 9. Now what we see, when outer loop runs first number of time, then inner loop print from 9 to 1. When outer loop runs second number of time, then inner loop run 9 to 3. When outer loop runs third number of time, then inner loop run 9 to 5, and then 9 to 7, and then 9 to 9. So what we see, beginnings are always constant, and also we see here our pattern always starts from 9, but first time it ends with 1, second time 3, third time 5, fourth time 7, and in last 9. So if I am writing our program through this way, so we are not able to print, because we don't know how we give any limitation, because limitation are always change, and there is a no relation between this one. Clear? See what I am saying? If I am writing here, for I equals to 1, I is less than or equal to 5, and then I plus plus. So this one is responsible for outer loop, which is number of rows, and now we are going to print inner. So for j equals to, suppose always it starts from 9, so we can write here 9, but what we give here, we don't know what we give here, what type of values we can give, or what type of conditions, because we don't know about this one. In first number of time it need to end at 1, in second number of time 3, last value is 3, in third number of time last value is 5, in fourth number of time last value is 7, in fifth number of time last value is 9. So because of this reason, we need to take some slight changes, we need to change something, slight changes are there. So what type of changes? So see class, when I equals to 1, then it print 9 to 1. It means we can write here j is greater than or equal to I. Yes, because in first number of time I equal to 1, so j prints 9 to 1, and here we can write j equal to j minus 2. Why? Because in first number of time it print 9, and then decrement by 2 number, which is 7, and then 7 condition should print again 7, again check condition, and then decrement by 2 number, which is 5, and then 3, and then 1. So what we see, this is correct, but this condition is not always correct. In first number of time I equal to 1, but when outer loop runs second time, then the value of I is 2, and here limitation is 2, and we want in second number of time limitation is 3. So what we see, we cannot find any solid relation between, logical relation between I and j. So just for this one, we need to take some changes, like I starts from 1. Clear? I starts from 1, and in second and in last I, the value of I is 9. Clear? See what I am saying? For I equal to 1, I is, sorry, okay, ठीक है, I equals to 1, I is less than or equal to 9, because I start from 1 and end to 9, and then I equals to I plus 2. Now see, in first number of time I equals to 1, check the condition, condition is true, it comes here, incremented by 2 number, and then 3, and then again 2 plus 5 plus 2 7, and then plus 2 9. Now we are able to see that there is a solid relation between both one. Now see how our program run. First is 9 7 5 3 1 9 7 5 3 9 7 5 9 7 9. So now this one is outer loop and this one is inner loop. Now according to this one, start from 1 in second number of time, I equals to 3, I equals to 5, I equals to 7, I equals to 9. Now we need to print in inner loop from 9 to 1, in second time 9 to 3, 9 to 5, 9 to 7, 9 to 9. Now the value of I is the limitation of inner loop. In second number of time, the value of I limitation of second number of inner loop. Now what we see? For j equals to 9, j is greater than or equal to I and j equals to j minus 2. Now after this, in SOP, it print j with space and then SOP ln is there. Clear class? Now I thought you all are getting my point, what I want to say. I just want to say that if you want to print a pattern, then few things which we need to understand, that is pattern is always consist of rows and columns. Now number of rows totally depend on outer loop, and number of values whatever we print in a column like this one, it's totally depend on inner loop. But whenever we are going to solve any program or whenever we are going to print any pattern, then it is very important to find the relation between inner loop and outer loop, because without finding relation between any logical, I'm not talking about any type of normal relation, it is logical relation. Clear? So if you all are able to find the logical relation between inner loop and outer loop, then it is very easy to solve your program. But if you are not able to find the logical relations, then you never print your patterns. So it is very important to print your pattern and find your logical relations between inner loop and outer loop. Let's just like this one. How what I find? I equal to 1 and the limitation is 1. I equal to 3, limitation is 3. If I want in the beginning of program, I am writing here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because I don't know about how what type of relation we want, but according to our needs we can change it for printing our values. Clear? So you all can also do the same thing. You can first of all you can write the proforma, or you can say the syntax of your program, and then you can start changing the values, because when you start changing the values, then you are able to find the relation, logical relation between inner loop and outer loop. And now see, our program is printed. Let's see one more thing, how the program is processed. This one is outer, this one is inner. So now in first number of time, I equals to 1 and 1 is less than or equal to 9, condition is true. Condition is true, then it enters under a curly bracket where another loop is there, which is known by inner loop. And then j equals to 9, j equals to 9, 9 is greater than or equal to 1, condition is true. The condition is true, then it enters under a curly bracket and where it print j. Now what is the value of j? So j is equals to 9. Now after printing j, it wants some space, so it print here is space, like one space is there, and then comes here j equals to j minus 2. So j minus 2 means 9 minus 2, which is equal to 7. Now 7 is greater than or equal to 1, condition is true, and it print again 7. Now after this comes here 7 minus 2 is equal to 5, print 5, 3, because of minus 2, 3, and because of minus 2 it is 1, print 1. But when it is 1 and print 1 is there, so now again it comes here and 1 subtracted by 2. So 1 minus 2 is equals to minus 1. Now minus 1 is greater than or equal to 1. Condition is false. Minus 1 is greater than or equal to 1. It is false. So when condition is false, then it terminates this loop and comes here. Now in second time I equal to plus 2 is equal to 3. Now again j starts from 9 and it run 9, 7, 5 and 3 till 3. Here is 1, so till 1, here is 3, so till 3. So in next second number of time I equal to 5, so it print till 5 and the things are continue. So see class, printing patterns is very easy. You all have need to mind few things like the first is outer loop and inner loop. Outer loop responsible for number of rows, inner loop is responsible for values whatever we print, and the third thing is that we need to find the relationship between inner loop and outer loop. Okay class, thank you.